Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Bookz Reviewerz. Today I am going to do a book review on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I know guys, you already know that I am doing a book review on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by seeing the thumbnail. And let's get started. There are 5 children in this book. Augustus Gloop, a greedy boy. Veruca Salt, a girl who is spoiled by her parents. Violet Berguda, a girl who chews gum all day long. Mike TV, a boy who does nothing but watch television, and Charlie Bucket, the hero. These two old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandpa Josephine. These two very old people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. This is Mr. Bucket. This is Mrs. Bucket. Mr. and Mrs. Bucket have a small boy whose name is Charlie Bucket. This is Charlie, our hero. The whole of this family, the 6 grown-ups and little Charlie Bucket, live together in a small wooden house on the edge of a craton. As you guys can see this is the house next to Great Town. After Charlie coming back from school, he asked Grandpa Joe, who is elder than all of the 4 grandparents, "Grandpa Joe, do you know anything about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?" Grandpa Joe told, "I know, I will tell you about the Indian prince first." Then Grandpa Joe says that there was an Indian prince and he lives in Puducherry, has commanded Mr. Willy Wonka to make a chocolate palace for him. He did, and he warned him at last after building the chocolate factory. It is summer, so you first eat the palace fully. But that Indian prince didn't do it. After that, in a hot summer day, the Indian prince, felt that he was sleeping in a chocolate lake, and when he woke up and saw, he was really floating in a chocolate fig, and it was too sticky too. And after that, they got a newspaper that Mr. Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory is allowing you guys to any 5 members, any 5 children, whoever gets the golden ticket can come to Mr. Willy Wonka Factory and show them his secret. So, next day, there was a golden ticket finder. This is Augustus Gloop. This is what his mother told in press meet. "I just knew Augustus would find a golden ticket," his mother had told the newspaper man. "He eats so many bars of chocolate a day that it was almost impossible for him not to find one. Eating is his hobby. You know, that all he is interested in. But still, that's better than being a hooligan and shooting off zip guns and things like that in his spare time, isn't it? And what I always say is, he wouldn't go on eating like he does unless he needed nourishment, would he? It's all vitamins anyway. What a thrill it would be for him to visit Mr. Willy Wonka's marvelous factory. We are just as proud as anything." This is Veruca Salt and a family. Mr. Salt told that Veruca Salt is a favorite child. He would do anything for Veruca Salt. He told that he used to work, he is the chairman of the peanut shell company. He owns a peanut salt company. So he told his workers to, instead of peeling a peanut, to peel a chocolate bar and find the golden ticket. 3 days went along. 500,000 chocolates are over. Still they didn't find. On the 4th day they have found it. A girl called, I don't know the girl's name, it was a worker. She handed over the golden ticket to him, which she had found it in one of chocolate bar, and this Veruca Salt is too happy. This is Violet Good, the non-stop gum chewer. She always chews gum that she wanted to beat the world record, that the most gum chewing girl. Man, this girl is too disgusting. This is Mike TV, the boy who never leaves TV. This is funny actually. When the newspaper guys came to interview him, they saw that he was fully wrapped with guns. He liked gangsters. He was watching TV. They were like, "Is this Mike TV?" He was like, "Shut up. Man, I'm watching the movie, right? Can't you guys be silent?" And this is when Charlie was very hungry and it became cold, and their family also started to starve, and Charlie still didn't leave that he wanted the golden ticket. So Charlie, while coming back from school to home, he found a whole note of 50 pence. After that, Charlie went to the chocolate factory. Sorry, not chocolate factory. He went to the chocolate shop. He thought that if I would buy a chocolate and after that I'll give the rest of money to our parents to buy anything for the family. Charlie bought a chocolate with 50 pence which he had found and with the change give to his mother. After Charlie eating the chocolate, he liked it so much that he ate another one, and then suddenly he saw a golden wrapper shining brightly. And after that, he got to know that it was a golden ticket, and everyone was crowded. Everyone was asking, I will give you 2,000 pounds. Can you give me 500 pounds? Oh man, so many members were asking him to give the golden ticket. But the shopkeeper helped him to go to his home. After that, he went to home. No one believed him. At last, he showed the golden ticket. And after that, there was a news in their home that who would go with Charlie to Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And Grandpa Joe said, I will go. So the next day, everyone will go to Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. When they stand over there, suddenly the gates open, and in the gates and from the chocolate factory, there comes Mr. Willy Wonka dancing. After this is Mr. Willy Wonka allowing all the children with the golden ticket inside. And these are the Oompa Loompas. When they enter, they see Oompa Loompas and they see a river, muddy river. And while they came near that, the Mr. Willy Wonka said that they're Oompa Loompas and this is the chocolate river, which is not mixed by any machine. It is mixed by the waterfall. And suddenly Augustus Gloop, by hearing this, he went and he was drinking it. His parents were scolding even Mr. Willy Wonka. He's nothing cared about it. At last, he went and fell into the chocolate factory. And after that, a girl, Veruca Salt, asked, who is this Oompa Loompa? He said about the Oompa Loompa leader. Oompa Loompa leader was eating a mashed caterpillar. They like cocoa beans too much. So he went to the Oompa Loompish land and he found this Oompa Loompa leader. He said, if you guys work for me, I will give you a chocolate which are tastier than cocoa beans. As suddenly as he says, this Oompa Loompa leader throws the ball and he comes with Mr. Willy Wonka. Augustus Gloop. Now we'll come back to Augustus Gloop. Augustus Gloop carelessly fell into the chocolate river and getting drowned and asking for help. He was asking for help and suddenly in one of a pipe came and sucked him and he went to a fudge room. And next, while they were going forward, they came to a room and Mr. Willy Wonka opened it. They saw the all-day meal chewing gum machine. Oh man, this is great, but I hate chewing gum. And they saw the all-day meal chewing gum. And Veruca Salt was like, others were like, what is this? And Veruca Salt was like, oh man, I know this, it's the gum, right? As soon as they said this, Violet Berguda took the gum and started chewing. He said that there are 3 flavors, that is blueberry, roasted pie and the roasted beef. And as soon as they did, suddenly she turned into purple and she turned into blueberry. Mr. Willy Wonka said, it is still in testing. It doesn't work anytime. Oh man, now she's turned like blueberry. And then he called an Oompa Loompa and said that, take her to the juicing room and juice her and we'll get her back to normal. He said. So this is how Violet Berguda looked when she chewed the gum. And after that, Willy Wonka was rushing to the square sweets that looked round with the others. And they came into the square sweets that looked round. After reaching the room, they saw the sweets in square, but they were not in round. After Mr. Willy Wonka opening the room, they all suddenly turned into round. Oh man, that's amazing. the well-trained. Next room was the well-trained squirrels. They went and they saw that there was a well-trained squirrel checking walnuts whether they're good or bad. And this Veruca Salt, who's spoiled by her parents, she was like, I wanted squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. And she opened the door and she went inside. Every squirrel turned back to her. They hold it tightly, and one squirrel came and smashed up her head, checking it's a bad or a good nut. And they found that she was a bad nut, means like she doesn't have brain, her brain is too small, and they threw her in the rubbish chute. Mr. Salt and Mrs. Salt went to rescue her, but the squirrels pushed them inside the rubbish chute too. This is when Mr. Salt trying to help Veruca Salt to come out of the rubbish chute, and all of a sudden, squirrels pushed Mr. Salt down to the rubbish chute. The next thing was the great glass lift, where Mr. Willy Wonka used to go anywhere in the factory, and the great glass lift is fully covered with buttons. And suddenly then Mike TV got bored telling that there's no television room. Man, I hate this place. And then Mr. Willy Wonka said there was a television room, and he clicked the television room button. And they went. And after that going, they saw how to make a bar into television, and then they can grab it from television. And Mike TV, without any careless, he went and he on the TV, and he stood in front of the camera, and he turned into small particles, and he came back too small. This is how he looks. And after that, Charlie was the only first left. After all the children got into troubles, there was only Charlie left, and Mr. Willy Wonka appreciated Charlie for good behavior. And they went up in the air using the great lift. Then he sees that everyone goes to home. All naughty members go their homes. The first person is Augustus Gloop. By the pipes he had become too thin. And Violet Berguda, who is still purple color, but we cannot know over here. And next is Mrs. Salt, who is covered with rubbish and salt, and Veruca Salt also. And Mike TV, who is overly stretched that he wanted to become tall, but he's lucky, man. Every basketball team would be asking him to join, because he can throw the ball easily. That's it, guys, the end. But I forgot to tell you guys that after that, by his good behavior, Mr. Willy Wonka told that you can handle the care of the chocolate factory, so I'm giving the chocolate factory to you. And he went, mashed up their house, and they took them and went back to chocolate factory, and the chocolate factory was Charlie's. That's it, guys. Sorry, guys, for means like I didn't tell right. It was actual suspense. That's it for today, guys. If you guys think that I deserve a like and a subscribe, then don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you guys think it is useful, then share it. And guys, I forgot to tell, I'm giving you a test. Now you guys should tell me how many members came to Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I showed you a picture. Just comment down below how many members were there. Let's meet you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye.